Hi, all viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Talk the Gap. You already know who this is. This is the amazing Vivian. Would you like to say hi to everyone?
Awesome. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so today we're going to be covering a specific topic, which is quite interesting to me. So I know a lot of people my age right now are in college app season. And what that usually means is picking a major. And, you know, this is a big deal and it can be life-changing for some people. So we decided to talk about that today. So, and before we start, I want to preface this by saying this is a bit different from our normal episodes because there's no straight right answer or something. This is just personal experiences from both of us, so take it with a grain of salt, but I hope everyone enjoys it and everyone learns something. First question right off the bat is, do you have any advice for choosing a major in college or maybe even a job?
Well, here's one thing that you guys probably know. People, your generation is probably a lot smarter about preparing for college than mine was. But I seriously did not know this. When I first started college and was choosing a major, I thought you had to be good at what you majored in before you majored in it. I thought you already had to know about it. And at that point, the only thing I really knew anything about was music. So I chose to major in music. And I love music. And you know, I've always loved music. But majoring in it took a lot of the joy out of it, because when you're taking classes like form analysis, and, you know, singing and dictation, and 4 semesters of theory, music theory, all that kind of stuff, you know, it kind of takes the joy out of it. And I think I would have been happier if I had chosen something else to begin with. Although I can't complain about anything in my life, and I've gone where I was supposed to go through that, and I met my husband, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Met some wonderful friends and had some good experiences. But if I had it to do over again, my whole life growing up, I wanted to be a nurse. And I really was horrible at chemistry in high school. I was terrible. And so I thought, oh, well, too bad for me. There's no way I can be a nurse because I didn't do well in high school chemistry. So I didn't even consider it as a possibility because I wasn't good at it to begin with. And I didn't learn until later that you can learn a lot in college
right.
that you didn't know before you got there. You know? Also, the other thing to consider is that you might want to look around a little bit before you think about your major. If you're not sure, like some people know from 3rd grade exactly what they're going to do. My daughter Joy, when she was in 3rd grade, said, I'm going to be a teacher, and I'm going to go to this university, and I'm going to do this and this and this. And she did exactly that, because that's all she knew. She knew. Jonathan, my son Jonathan, was exactly the same way. He knew what he wanted to be. He knew what he had to do to get there, and he did it. Now, my oldest son was a different story. He changed his major quite a number of times because he just couldn't find anything that fit. And you know, he did everything from physical education to I don't know, even who knows, botany. I don't even know what all he majored in. And finally, he came across organizational communications or something like that, and that was the right fit for him. But it took him longer to graduate from college than it would have if he had known going in. But he didn't know about that major because nobody had ever told. He'd never been exposed to it, and he found out about it from taking some of the classes, and that's when he heard about it and explored it. So there are going to be some things, and keep in mind the fact that there are going to be some majors coming up in the next few years that don't even exist now.
Especially with like technology and stuff.
The thing about choosing a major is you don't have to be locked into your major unless you know for sure that it's what you want to do. My middle son, he knew from the time that he was in high school that he wanted to be a doctor of physical therapy. He knew that in order to do that, he would have to get good grades. So he buckled in, got good grades in high school. He buckled in, got a 4.0 in college.
Nice.
He knew that to get into a good PT program, graduate program, he would have to stand out in the crowd. So, but before he applied, he had over, I can't even remember, between 300 and 400 volunteer hours and volunteering in the local hospital in the PT department, and he knew what he needed to major in, the courses he needed to take. He did the research and he aimed straight for that and got it, and so he's doing it now, has his own clinic, and is very happy.
Nice.
My youngest daughter still hasn't decided what she wants to be when she grows up, and she's about to turn 28 years old. She's in Korea now, teaching. She's been, teaching in Korea because she got a major in biology and was thinking, maybe I'll be a PT too, and didn't get accepted into the graduate program because she didn't have the grades, she didn't have the volunteer hours, she didn't really do anything to work toward that goal because it really wasn't her goal. She was just maybe I can do this. And so if you know what you want to do, then you need to find some people who are in that profession who will guide you and give you some good advice and be your advocates and will help you, on that road. If you don't know what you're going to do, then the best thing you can do is to see what's out there. Talk to people, talk to professors, talk to students, and do some research about what some of the innovative new fields that are opening up, that you might be interested in, or do some research and find out things that people don't always think about right up. Like one of the things my youngest is considering is global health.
Yeah, definitely.
That's something that not a lot of people think about. And so, but don't feel that you have to be locked into the first major that you pick. You can choose, you can change your major. I mean, it may cost you some time if you have to pick up extra classes if you change your major, because some of them have very specific prerequisites, but it will be worth it in life satisfaction if you find something that really pushes your buttons.
I see. Because from my experience as well, my limited experience, like some of my friends, they were like, oh, I'm not good at like biology, so I don't think I'll try to major in that, even though I want to be a doctor. And they'll say things like that, and I guess it's sort of giving up before you started, but I think it's important that people realize, like, go for it. If you want to do something, try it. Anyway,
and you know what? If you don't succeed, if you really don't succeed, then so what? I mean, you might be embarrassed to talk to your parents or friends or something, but really, count it as a learning experience and use it as, a new launching point for something else,
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I guess that ties into, I was originally going to ask, how do you know the major or job you chose is right for you? But I think we answered that already. Well, let me tell you too. When you find the right thing, you will experience a very deep satisfaction of soul, and I don't know how else to say it. You will be pumped to get to your classes. When you find yourself in the field that's right for you. You won't get up in the morning, even after you graduate and you get a job in that field. You won't be going, I have to go to work. You'll be going, great, I get to go to work today. Yay. It really, you'll know if it's the right field for you, because there will be a continuing excitement and a real deep satisfaction that you get from it. So don't settle for less. Yeah.
I mean, you may have to for a while. You may have to, to pay your bills if you don't find it right away. But when you do get connected with the right job, then you'll know it and it'll be worth it.
I don't exactly remember who said this, but I was watching a video of this 90-year-old sushi chef, I think it was, or something.
Oh, I saw a headline. I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, and then I think one of the questions was now that you've done this career for pretty much your entire life, it was do you regret your career or would you do things different? And then I think the answer he gave was for the decades I've been at this job, I've never had a boring day at work. I've never had a day where he just said every day was new and exciting, and I think that sort of reflects what you just said. And yeah.